Okay, so I've never done one of these before, so sorry if it's not all slick and professional or whatever, but I'm scared and I can't talk to most of the people in my life about it. At least I can't talk to them anymore about it because they're scared for me too. And I can't keep adding to their own worry. I love them too much to do that. So I guess I'm just talking to the internet now. Basically, I have a condition called Addison's disease, which is scary in and of itself. In a nutshell, my body is incapable of making cortisol. It's an autoimmune disorder. My own immune system attacked my adrenal cortex, and now I can't make cortisol or aldosterone, which are two incredibly important steroid hormones. Basically, I have to take hydrocortisone every single day, and if I didn't, I would die. There is some debate about how long it would take, but probably a couple weeks. That's just, if I don't take my medicine, a couple of weeks to live. That's the reality that I get to live in. My body has a really hard time fighting off infections. I describe it as, and it's not a perfect analogy, but it's the best one I've come up with. My body is kind of like a fire station, and cortisol is the alarm bell. If the alarm bell doesn't go off, well, the rest of the fire station is totally functional. The firefighters are ready to go get into the fire truck and go put out the fire. But if the alarm bell doesn't go off, then nothing will happen. I don't have an alarm bell. So it takes a lot longer time for me to realize that I might be getting sick. So it takes me a lot longer to recover from it. Because most of the symptoms that we associate with getting sick are not actually caused by the virus or the bacteria or whatever it is itself. It's our body's response to it. We get a fever because our body is trying to raise our temperature because that will kill the virus or the bacteria or whatever it is that's making you sick. You might start throwing up because your body is trying to get rid of it if it's in your stomach. You cough because your body's trying to get it out of your lungs. You sweat because it's trying to get rid of it. So I don't have those symptoms. My symptoms that I have to look for when I'm getting sick are like low cortisol symptoms, which are like a messed up heart rate, my appetite gets shot, my skin will start to get dark after a while. I'll start to lose weight because I'm not eating. There's a whole host of varying scary and severe symptoms. So infections in general are dangerous for me. Respiratory infections in particular are dangerous because people with Addison's disease don't have the killer T cells that our body needs to help properly fight off respiratory infections. I've had to go to the hospital because I had a UTI before that I didn't know about. So now I live in this world where there's this scary new respiratory infection that is deadly to people who are high risk, and I'm high risk. And I'm scared. I live in Alabama, which has seen a rise in cases. And I'm so tired of being afraid. And I understand wanting to get out. I really do, because I am so bored. My apartment is not that big, and my partner is amazing, and we've actually really enjoyed spending so much time together. But he can tell that I'm kind of losing my mind. I would love to be back at work so much. I can't. I physically can't. I can't risk being around people right now. The few times that I have to go out to go do curbside pickup for groceries or something, I'm wearing a mask. I'm using hand sanitizer. My nails are shot because they've had so much rubbing alcohol on them in the last 3.5 months. I come home and I change clothes and I shower. My boyfriend comes home and he changes clothes and he showers when he has to leave for work. We get our groceries delivered a lot of the time, and we sanitize everything when it comes in. We get packages delivered and they get sanitized and isolated for 24 hours. This is our reality, because if I get coronavirus, I will almost definitely die. And I'm 26. And I'm not done. And I don't want to die yet. And it's really hard because I've had Addison's disease for 6 years now. I'm really young to have been diagnosed with it. And it feels like, as coronavirus has been happening, we're hearing a lot about the high-risk population in the elderly, which is absolutely a population we should be taking care of. But it doesn't feel like my voice is being heard, or the voice of people like me who don't look sick. I don't look sick, but I am. I'm not normal. I don't have a normally functioning body. It doesn't feel like there is anybody out there who understands what it is that I'm going through, or even empathizes with what I'm going through. It feels like right now there's just a lot of, we're bored, we're tired, we're going to go out there. And I understand. I understand more than anybody else, because I'm so tired of being in this 900 square foot apartment. And I'm lucky, you know, I have the internet. I can read, I can watch TV, I can write, I can research. I miss human contact a lot. I miss being able to hug people. I miss petting dogs. I'll go for walks around the neighborhood, and I used to pet the neighbor's dog, and I can't do that anymore because I don't know how many people have pet that dog in the last 30 minutes. And it feels like there's nobody left that I can talk to. So I guess I'm just talking to you because I have to say it somehow. I'm not ready to die. And that's what's gonna happen if I get the virus. I don't know if anybody's ever gonna see this. I don't know if it will matter to anybody. But this is where I'm at.